All right, man. Terence Crawford says Thurman was never serious about fighting him. We don't believe you, Keith. Let's speak on it, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, the subscribe button, the bell icon button, hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop video. Now, Keith Thurman just out here looking bad. You know, you hear Duran and his daddy bring up he asked for $10 million. Um, to fight them. That's Al Heyman prices and Keith Thurman now. Keith Thurman don't have no knowledge. As far as I know, what I was told, Keith Thurman don't have no knowledge of Al Heyman asking for $10 million. That's why he know Al Heyman asking for, but that ain't his demand. But at the end of the day, Al Heyman is preserving Keith Thurman, for Errol Spence. Now his plans past Errol Spence, I don't know. You see Manny Pacquiao throw his name back into the hat and all that type of stuff. So I can't really say what's the plan. What's the plan past Earl? He beat Earl. He probably want to do the Pacquiao thing again. Might have to fight Earl again. I just don't know. But he been looking bad out here. Ever since he beat Danny Garcia, it kind of felt like he kind of took his foot off the gas. He go, and then what makes it so bad? He chastises. He chastises these guys. That's what makes it so bad. He chastises them, and to the point I just gotta say he trolls them. That's what you gotta call it. He trolls these guys. That's what it is. He trolls them. Oh, Terence Crawford ain't a Will welterweight, and Earl Spence, he ain't he ain't fought nobody that's the athlete that Terence Crawford is, and all that type of stuff. If it's that sweet, you know what I'm saying? In my opinion, if it's that sweet, then man, you should have been showed us. We know it wasn't an Al plan, and you can say, "Well, I never got a contract," but as far as I know, you never went to go demand the fight. That's what we can say. You never went to go demand the fight. That's what we can say. You never went to go demand it neither. So you can hide behind, well, I never seen the contract and all that stuff, dude, but you never requested a contract neither. So that's the crazy thing about it. He says, listen, man, said, Crawford said, everybody know Keith Thurman just talking. You got to understand Keith Thurman was the same guy that said, I'm not a real welterweight. Keith Thurman, the same guy that said, I haven't proved myself at welterweight. Keith Thurman's the same guy that expressed himself, as not being interested in fighting Terence Crawford. So now all of a sudden, out of the blue, he's fiending to fight Terence Crawford. He says, see, the thing is, when you're not relevant, you know what I mean? You take shot at guys that are relevant. He continued, Keith, that's what Keith Thurman is doing right now. He's fiending to fight me. He's fiending to fight Errol Spence when he's clearly ducked Errol Spence for how many years? When he clearly didn't want to get in the ring with Errol Spence, when he clearly tried to shade Terence Crawford off at fighting that welterweight division. Now all of a sudden, you out there naked in the streets and you want to fight everybody. Come on, man. Everybody, we don't believe you, Keith. We don't believe you. So, I mean, I think I don't think too many people could have said it better. I don't think nobody else could have said it or articulated that any better. At all. That's just what it is. Like we can say, well, he never got a contract, or Earl never sent the contract. Cool, but you never went out there and tried to press Al Heyman for to make the fight neither. So come on, you never tried to do that either. So I mean, we can go back and forth about all this, but you never pressed Al Heyman neither about making the fight. You got in position, you became the man, you got comfortable with that position, and you just played with it. That's what he did. He just played with it. That's exactly what he did. He just played with it like it was a Tonka toy, like it was a Black Panther toy, Batman toy. He played with his position till he lost, and he come back and said, well, I really didn't lose my position. I gave it up knowing I would get it back. It's just to the point, like, man, you know, he helped make Errol Spence into something that he really ain't. He did do that. Now, if you get in there and beat Errol Spence, hey, so be it. But it don't change the fact that you ran. It still don't change the fact. And then another thing he loved to run around saying is that he want to avenge his loss in the amateurs of Demetrius Andrade. I think the one where it stopped him from going to the Olympics. I think it was. You know, he wanted to avenge. He talked about wanting to avenge that loss. He gonna go up to 54 and avenge the loss. Dude, man, he ain't going up nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. He ain't going nowhere. Let's be real. Do the pump faker. And if Keith come back, let's say he smoked Errol and smoked everybody else and stuff of that nature, cool. Still don't change the fact that you waited the man out. And his trauma was self-inflicted. Fine, shit happened. But dog, you still didn't fight him when he was prime. Let's keep it real. You still didn't fight him when he was primed up. Still. You played a huge role in him, acting like he King Kong. You played into his ego. And then you talk all this shit about him. You know what I'm saying? You talk all this shit about him, right? He ain't this, he ain't that, nobody's scared of EJ. Oh man, what happened to EJ? That man they go around, but then you won't get in the ring with him. Like Terence Crawford saying, he using them to stay relevant. And Al Heyman doing what a great businessman to do. You're gonna put your people first. I ain't mad at it. You're gonna put your people first. You're gonna put your family before you put somebody in the street. Before your family. You ain't gonna put nobody in the street before before your family. Just not gonna do it. But I continue to say, he looking bad. He's irrelevant. He's irrelevant. But once he get in the ring, where they announced the Spence fight, if it is announced, once he get in the ring, he'll be relevant again. He had an opportunity to right some of his wrongs. You can't right making everybody wait all them years. You can't write that. You can't write that shit completely. I don't care what he do. You can't write that shit completely. You part of the issue in boxing, and you was a real victim of being ducked. He was. Nobody want to give Keith a chance. Paulie, Broner, Madonna, Floyd, Pacquiao, we go on and on. All that fire was gone after a while. That fire was completely gone. Excuse me. Al Heyman made sure he took all that steam out that boy. And it's sad. Instead of, forcing them guys to fight him, paying them guys to fight him. And like Adonis came on and said, or Lion Killer came on and said, he said he don't understand what's Al Heyman, what's his game plan or what's his agenda for not making these fights happen in a timely manner or on time. And I think this is my opinion. This is no special inside information. This is my humble opinion. I think that them marinating that Pacquiao fight, I think it gave people a false sense that I think it gave people a false sense, gave them a false sense that, if we marinate every fight like this, it's going to, jump in interest. It's going to jump in interest tenfold like that fight. And then Rick Glazer made an interesting on Coach Malachi channel, he said the Showtime executive forced that fight. Come on. So Showtime executive for they didn't do that fight willingly. They didn't take that fight willingly. They was forced to do that fight. I just let you know if Showtime really wanted to make this fight with Spence and Crawford, it's pocket change to them. But they gonna always tell you that your dollar don't matter. You don't matter as a black man or black women. They tell you that. And they don't come out and say it blatantly. They say it subliminally. They don't come out and blatantly say, "Oh, your shit don't matter." They do it. It's subliminal, and black people start to believe it. But then again, when it come down to voting, you know what I'm saying? When it come down to when they need your money, they need your dollar, they need your attention. They want you to pay your attention for free. You know what I'm saying? When it boil down to that, they be begging you. They be begging you. No, we got a lot of power. 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 And, you know, but at the end of the day, Keith Thurman is irrelevant. He about to become relevant again. At the end of the day, even if he beat Errol Spence and beat everybody else, it don't change the fact what he done did. It don't. It don't change the fact what he done did. So, hey, it is what it is. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase chance of notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Podcast, Google Podcast, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. One time for the one time. Goodfella TV. Peace.